you know?
Hello and welcome into Tiger Network. Joining our game here in the bottom of the first inning. The Tigers won, or took Holy Family 1-2-3 there at the top of the first. And no outs here for the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the first before the Tigers. Or excuse me, second. Lovely day for the final softball game of the year.
It's the final game of the regular season. It's going to be 30 degrees tomorrow, but today it's 70. Perfect softball weather.
Here we go, Cass. Let's get her.
As that pitch.
I do that.
8-5 in league play. It's already Holy Family's league championship. They've locked that up. But Erie today maybe get a little bit of confidence as they roll out the playoffs.
There you go. There you go. I didn't have my hat on.
Really, you just want to some confidence.
This Tigers team, we've seen it before. They can hit. Holy Family, their only loss of the season to a 5A top 3 team in Columbine.
About 40 feet, we lose sight of.
Warren, come on, lay off that. Come on, kid. Lay off it, babe. Lay off it, babe. There you go, nothing hiding.
Their last game within about 3 runs came a week ago against 174. That was the only test they've had since the last time they played Erie, where they won 10-7. Blown teams out quite a bit here down the last month of the season. 5 home runs.
Second baseman held off to the right side. Short left. Several difficult to pronounce names for this Holy Family softball team. Oddly placed Z's and V's in their last names. That one's in for a strike. 0-1 count for Loveland. 2 outs, 2-1. Erie leads in the top of the second. That pitch trails in from Loveland. The next pitch from Loveland just low on the outside corner. Runners on the corners. Go with the ball, and the bases are juiced for Holy Family. Sackett will come out and talk to Loveland now.
You can honestly just set it.
Just sit it like that. But that's like go
Okay,
up
it says we're
anymore.
live.
And we do
It won't
have
go up anymore.
the stream live again. The score now tied at 2. Top of the second inning. Holy Family with the bases loaded. The Tigers from the south strung together a couple of hits. And have tied this game up. Erie 2 runs on Lauren Russell's 2-run home run in the first inning. The first pitch from Loveland. Outside corner for a strike. This is Carly Eldridge hitting a lefty for Holy Family. Loveland's pitch bloops back up the middle. And Hernandez will tag the runner heading to second base. Smart play. And that's the final out of the top of the second inning. We'll take a short break, mute our mics between the half innings, all tied up on the Erie Tiger Network. Welcome back into the Erie Tiger Network. Bottom of the second inning. We're all tied up at 2, and Maddie Vaughn will lead off the inning for Erie. Vaughn, a swinging strike. The count 0-2. Shavtal's pitch. High, ball 1. Shavtal misses again, ball 2. 2-2 count, no outs. Bottom of the second. And that's a walk. So Maddie Vaughn works a 2-strike walk. That will bring Kaylee Armstrong up to the plate. Armstrong shows bunt, does bunt. Shavtal will field. Vaughn was stretching 3, and that's 2 outs. So a double play on a bunt. Vaughn had second free if she wanted it. Rounded hard. I don't think the first baseman thought she was going to keep going because she hesitated for a second before throwing it. But there's 2 outs now for Alyssa Barnett. Barnett, Erie's #2 pitcher behind Loveland, and is playing outfield a lot more as this season has gone on too. She says she considers herself more of an outfielder than a pitcher. That's what she plays all club season. Shoptaw will throw. Barnett swinging strike. The count 2-2. Watches one go high. The count's full. Barnett strikes out swinging on one. Up at her eyes, and that'll end the bottom of the second inning on the Erie Tiger Network.
You have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you. Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
You are watching the ETN.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs.
Welcome back into the Erie Tiger Network. Top of the third inning. Softball's senior night. It's Erie and Holy Family. We're all tied at 2 after 2. Megan Loveland in the circle for the Tigers. Pitching to Tyler Whitlock. She grounds this one right at Vaughn. Vaughn will throw over. And she gets the out. A quick first out for Erie. As Noelle Garden steps in. Swing checked, strike. One is thrown. Loveland pitches, ground ball. Levette is there, throws over to first. Armstrong makes the play. There are 2 outs in the top of the third inning. Abigail Edwards will come up now for Holy Family. They've circled through their lineup. As by the bottom of the third, we'll have Erie. First pitch from Loveland. Can't quite catch the bottom corner. Pitching to the righty for a strike. It's ball 1. Loveland this time goes down and in and misses just by a little bit again. Ball 2. Loveland deals. That one's a strike. More up and in. This one's lifted to right field. It'll get down for a base hit. Well, so Edwards will be on first base. It's Jack. Really not sure how to pronounce her last name. First pitch into her is a strike. Second pitch will run inside and hit her. And Kuschek, that's how I'll guess it's pronounced, will take first base. That hit her on the outside of the right knee. We don't have any scoreboard for you today. We've had several technical difficulties with equipment overheating. Hotspot's not working. That's always a problem. Out at the softball field, the first pitch from Loveland to Fenning is in for a ball. This one from Fenning fouled out of play. That'll be strike one. Still 2 down, top of the third inning. Good breaking pitch from Loveland. Just misses for ball 2. Loveland throws again. That one's in for a strike. Grounded. That gets past Levette at short and into center field. Osborne can't get a handle on it. They'll try for a relay. No, there will be no throw to home. The Holy Family will have a 2-run double from Fenning. Now Shavtal will come back up to the plate. Loveland throws. This one's driven to left field. Barnett is there. And that is out number 3. We'll mute our mics for a moment on the Erie Tiger Network. Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Your camera angle is moving right now, quite a bit as a matter of fact, so we'll keep our mics muted and try to get that fixed. We apologize that camera link, that camera angle was moving. We're good now. Levette will bunt it. Third baseman Fields throws to first. It's dropped. And she'll be safe. Erie back to the top of the order. Emma Osborne hitting from the left side. She bunts as well. This one goes foul. Up in the air and out of play. Strike one. Shows bunt again, drops it in. Levette is safe at second by a mile and will stay on the bag. Now Kat Sackett has a runner on second base. Sackett led the state in home runs for most of the season. Actually relinquished that lead, I believe it was just this past weekend.
Her OPS still 2.211. That's just unreal.
You never, ever see that, except for, of course, with Kat Sackett. She hits one into left field, playable. It'll be a fly out for Sackett. Jen Williams will step in, 2 outs. Runner on second for Erie. In the bottom of the third, they trailed 4-2. She slaps one back up the middle. That's a base hit. Levette rounding home. The throw coming in, and she is safe. Williams makes it to second, and she'll get all the way to third. The ball got to the backstop. I couldn't quite tell where it was, and Jen Williams just kept running. That's at least a 1 base error for Holy Family. Not sure if she had the double before the error or not. We'll say that's a single with 2 base error. It advanced on the throw to home, got away from the catcher, and Erie's within a run for Lauren Russell. She pops the first pitch up, playable for the shortstop, and that will end the bottom of the third inning. Erie gets one back. They trail 3-4 on the Erie Tiger.
949-3331 or check out Gen Realty online at genrealty.com.
Have you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School? Well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETNPatreon.
Everybody, welcome into the Erie Tiger Network. Been a little bit of a crazy broadcast so far, but we are hopefully running at full tilt right now. Megan Loveland back in the pitcher's circle, delivers in a first pitch swing, lifted to center, and that is easily put away for the first out of the inning for Holy Family. Holy Family leads it 4-3 here on the broadcast. I know we don't have a scoreboard. We've been just trying to focus on getting the internet working so that so that you can at least be able to watch or hear this game as a last resort, and I think we finally have that up and running. So Holy Family 1 out away as Loveland steps back onto the rubber, delivers to the lefty, and that one will dive into the dirt for ball 1. Was working. I didn't do anything. Oh, sorry. We're still having some issues back here in the broadcast. It's just Murphy's Law today. We've had 2 cameras overheat. We have had the internet not work on one source and then suddenly start working on a different source. So that's the source that we are currently on. So in case you couldn't tell, we are scrambling, to say the least.
Now my microphone working again.
Microphones going in and out. Who knows what the heck's going on?
Wind and dust blowing into the shed.
Yes, and now we're going to have a dust storm where the umpire will call time. Holy moly. Hold on to your hats, everybody. And we're going to take a break while this is happening because we can't even see the field hardly. Dirt is blowing straight into our eyes, so give us just a moment. Okay, we're back after well, that one rattled us pretty good. There is a shack full of dust now as that one is taken outside, and a 4-pitch walk there as I'm now trying to see my computer screen, but that is covered in dust. So goodness gracious, that was quite the little flare up. In fact, the wind flaring up again. Only thing is that top layer of dust has kind of already blown off. Now you get a little bit harder clay underneath. And, man, this would be a tough game to negotiate should this wind continue.
And the jerseys in center field hanging on the fence for senior night. They're threatening to blow off the fence.
They are hanging by a thread. Oh, goodness me. No halftime in softball, but we might take one here today.
This time will be called again.
It feels like a tornado just ran through.
But it's Colorado, not necessarily tornado country, especially this part.
Pitch taken low for a ball. Mentioned a lot about this Holy Family team and what they've been able to accomplish. Beg your pardon, all that dust is making me sneeze. Beg your pardon. Yeah, this has been the more wild broadcast as there's a out at first on the good play defensively down there at third. This is one of the more wild broadcasts we've done on the Erie Tiger Network, I'd say.
It has not been this crazy all year, that's for sure.
All right, so still a 4-3 lead here for Holy Family. As Loveland will dig in here, runner on first, and that pitch is underneath the knees to Tyler Whitlock. Loveland with the 0-1 or 1-0 pitch. This one's not back up the middle. Mishandled. Throw to first, not in time. Throw back to third. They caught her leaning to home, and Sackett now in a rundown. She catches her. The runner at third, I believe that was Anna Martinez, stopped to turn back. And one player you don't want running over you is Kat Sackett, and that's exactly what happened. And that will end the inning. Wild finish to a wild inning. We had a mini tornado. We had a Sahara-like dust storm. I think we're going to take a break here on the Erie Tiger Network.
For the card-carrying fan, get your CU Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First National Bank's free checking.
You are watching the ETN.
Click the search bar on the top right-hand corner of the
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network as that one is fouled out of play. A wild one so far as we roll onto the bottom of the fourth. Tigers trail it here to the Tigers. Erie trails to Holy Family 3-4. But has the benefit of the last home at bat, and the wind is whipping, and it's kind of blowing from first to third base. So any pitch over the middle of the plate right now kind of riding in on the hands. Going to be tough for those right-handed hitters to really control the ball as that one is outside. Tigers have hit so well over the course of the year, a .433 team average. Back when the Tigers, as that one has popped up toward the dugout, back when the Tigers were making state championship runs with Rio Sanchez, or at least getting to the Final Four in the state championship game, the team was hitting just a titch over 300, 330, hitting so good this season. And the key for this Tiger team is getting some consistency pitching, but really that's every team in 4A this year, as it is about as wide open as it's ever been, as this one has popped up. Drops just shy of the left fielder, trying to dig for second, and dropped as the throw comes into second. And so safe is Erie, and that is Hernandez that slides in there safe. So a leadoff single with an error there for Holy Family.
And Hernandez, a freshman second baseman, has had a few defensive miscues, not necessarily tonight, just over the course of the season. But as you saw there, she can hit the ball, and the wind obviously doing Holy Family no favors.
That is not fair to try and field a fly ball. Almost, if you are Coach Smith, you might say, hey, new game plan, hit the ball as high as you can and see if the fielders can make a play on it. Now that Matt Yvonne, the .462 hitter with 10 bombs on the season, will step in from the right side. Delivery is high, a bunt that is handled at third, and that is the first out of the inning. Well, we said get it in the air, but maybe a little higher than that.
And if you're going to bunt, you probably want to get it on the ground. Kaylee Armstrong, the first baseman Fury, played pretty much everything but first base last year. She's been solid on that side of the infield, though, for the Tigers.
She'll take a swing through that first one. A .319 hitter, a couple bombs on the year. Tigers just power up and down the lineup. 32 home runs as a season as a team for the Tigers, as that one is swung on and missed as well. A little bit off speed. Armstrong out in front of that one. 1-1 the count. Tigers got the leadoff runner in scoring position. Really need to find a way to cash in here if you're Erie. Delivery upstairs, taken for a ball.
The wind still blowing strong, probably affecting Shoftal's pitching.
That one nicked foul. What do you think, Grayson? You think the wind, bigger factor to pitchers, not necessarily able to precisely pinpoint it, or batters not knowing exactly what the ball is going to do after it leaves the hand?
I think it's bigger for the pitcher because the batter can always not swing.
And there's a swing and a miss by Armstrong for strike three. So after getting the leadoff runner aboard, 2 straight outs here for Erie. And that'll bring Haley Frazier to the plate. Frazier, .486 batting average on the season. And these numbers are just so gaudy for this Tiger offense, up and down the lineup. Fun to watch. I know we talked about after that Legend Valor kind of matchup early in the season, I said, you know, it seems like every year a team will go through a hitting slump. You hope that the slump is in the middle of the season with time to bounce back and get really hot toward the playoffs. And we kind of saw a little dip from the Tigers, but seems like things are starting to turn back around.
It definitely does. Erie, their last 2 games, only 3 runs scored apiece against Roosevelt and Windsor. 3 runs already tonight in the bottom of the 4th.
Frazier down 0-1 here, or excuse me, level at 1-1. Outfield playing pretty much straight away, even though the wind kind of blowing out toward left field. In fact, if you get one in the air, that wind might carry one out of the stadium. Just a decent pop-up, as that one is upstairs, and another swing and a miss. And so the Tigers will leave the leadoff runner stranded. We will head to the top of the 5th. Erie trails at 4-3 here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Search up Erie Tiger Network. Click the channel icon and then press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about when we post. Click the thumbs up icon to like the video. To enter full screen mode, press the icon on the bottom right hand corner. To skip forward or backwards 10 seconds, double tap the left or right hand side of the screen. Press the pause button in the middle of the screen to pause the video. To skip to a different video, press the skip button when the video is paused.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
And welcome back in. You can see the American flag fully being blown out here. I mean, it is windy with a capital W here in Erie. As we know, the storm is coming in tomorrow, and I think this is the front of that storm. So Loveland back in the pitcher's circle. fact, Mr. Carpenter showing us the front coming through, and it just looks like a train barreling toward Erie. Already 34 in Casper. This one, a line shot right at short and just tough to handle. Levette never really could grab that. It kind of hit on the heel of her glove, and the leadoff runner aboard here for Holy Family.
Took a bit of a bad hop, like you said, for Levette. Then the wind blew it around a little. She was able to keep it close, but not close enough to pick it up and get the out at first.
Tigers could use a strikeout or a strong defensive play here. Do not want to let this get more than one to a very good team. This one popped up, and Loveland collides with Armstrong and comes away with the catch. That, once again, was the wind. That was kind of heading toward first and tracked back past the pitcher circle. In fact, you saw Loveland take 2 or 3 steps to her left. She had to run all the way back about 4 or 5 steps to her right.
I think that's the defensive play Erie was looking for.
This feels a little bit more like baseball weather here. The wind blowing so hard as this one is laid down. Picked up by Loveland and put in the dirt. Holy Family runner out toward third, and runners will be at the corners here. Sometimes you get that with the pitcher. They like to pitch underhand, and then they go to make the throw, and they can put it right where they want it from the pitcher's circle, and then you try to fire toward first, and a little tougher. Not what they're used to.
Doesn't help when your first baseman comes in to try to field the ball and your second baseman's running over to cover that. Hernandez, obviously not a first baseman, and that one play Armstrong maybe could have made. Hernandez on the move coming towards first base, unable to make it.
So the Tigers meeting on the pitcher's mound here. You see the flag in the background. Our camera person, I'm sure, feels like their camera's going to blow away out there.
The dust, although probably not the dirt from the softball field now. Probably just dust from the construction sites to our west, now blowing across the field.
Loveland staring in, big moment here for this Erie team. There goes the runner. Sackett came up like she was bluffing the throw to second to try and draw the runner off third. Instead, the Holy Family off 2 runners in scoring position now as the Tigers concede that stolen base.
Holy Family maybe attempting a double steal there, or at least they wanted Sackett to think so.
Hard hit through the infield. That'll score at least one. Here comes the runner. Barnett in. They'll cut it off, and now the throw out to second, not in time. Maybe hard to hear. I don't know if that was an automatic cut or if Sackett was yelling for the cut, but that would have been a close play at the plate had that not gone through the cutoff person. And now Erie finds themselves down by 3 on the 2 RBI single by Jenna Finning.
And they will bring in Alyssa Barnett to pitch. Finning has been a thorn in Erie's side. 4 RBIs already today and had a big 3-run homer last game in addition to several other RBIs. That was the difference.
So 6-3 now as Barnett takes over. And Tigers really need to find a way to keep this at 6-3. They've already put a 3 spot up, so you know you can do that, but replicating that over and over, always a challenge. By the way, Barnett, a 3.04 ERA. She's 3-1 on the year in 11 appearances. She started 3 games, and she has saved a game. So trying to keep it at bay will be Barnett. So Barnett almost looking ready here. And Grayson, not only is the wind picking up, but visibility really dropping. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult for outfielders to kind of get a read on the ball. And we saw that with a little bloop to start the inning for Erie. Erie just couldn't get it out of the infield the rest of that inning.
They were unable to get it out of the infield. One strikeout, one bunt pop out, and another ground ball out for the Tigers. It's Shavtal now at the plate.
Delivery, and Shavtal will lift this toward Lovett, and Lovett was running toward the ball, and they're going to call runner interference. So Lovett was trying to come through the runner, and the runner did not let Lovett make a play, and so they'll call her out. The runner will be good on first, and so a nice little break there for Erie.
Erie, I don't know if Lovett would have made the catch. The ball was getting blown around by the wind. Looks like she was close.
Well, she was close without the interference, so I think overall pretty good call by that second base umpire.
And he made the call very quickly as well.
Quickly and emphatically, as that always at least makes you feel like it was the right call when umpires are confident in their own calls. Now Annika Manzanares to the plate. Feels a little bit like Tiger Times today, Grayson. We were trying to figure out the name of the medical tool that measures blood pressure. I'm not even going to say it on air because it's too hard to say.
I believe it's sphygmometer. Don't know that I can say it correctly either. We'll work on
our pronunciation of that, our diction. 2 outs, a ball and a strike, or 2 balls and a strike now. Here to Manzanares. Barnett delivers outside, and Sackett will hop up. 3-1 now the count here to Annika. Barnett twists, delivers, gets a grounder but foul as Coach Smith showing off some of the old skills, moving to her right and fielding that very sharply.
Just out of my line of sight.
Or excuse me, that was, said Coach Smith, that was Coach Martinez of Holy Family. This one chopped right to third, picked up, fired across the diamond in time. Good defensive play there to end the inning for the Tigers. And so Erie, as we head to the bottom of the 5th, they trail it by 3 here in the Erie Tiger Network.
Wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, as 6-3. Erie trails it, and they will start with a leadoff bunt, and that one gets away from a dive attempt from the first baseman. That was Finning thought she was going to corral it, and the Tigers get the leadoff batter aboard again. So Levette just kind of sent it down the first baseline, and man, that doesn't feel good if you're Finning, especially when you can't quite hold on to make the play. If you hold on, it doesn't hurt so bad.
It does not.
Now the pitch in there over the heart of the plate. Emma Osborne, the batter here for the Tigers. Osborne, a .484 hitter. Not a ton of pop, really. A singles hitter, an on-base kind of slap hitter. Is that throw just not quite in time. A little short out there, and that allowed Levette to sneak into second.
Maybe even a little bit of the wind there on that throw. The throw as it got towards second base looked like it was blown away from second base as that one is popped up and out of play.
Coach Smith cheering on Osborne to keep battling here with 2 strikes. Now, we started this game, we had cameras overheating. And by the end of this game, we might be in a blizzard. Who knows? 0-2 pitch on the way. This one is lifted to center, but right at the center fielder. And Levette was caught off the bag, and they'll say she just slid back in time. She froze, but I don't know if she saw it very well into the glove out there and just able to sneak back in time.
And that throw looked like it was bobbled a bit at second. That's why she was safe.
Kat Sackett now to the plate. Let's see if they pitch to her. They do, and Sackett gets underneath it, and a soft liner to first.
Sackett swinging at the first pitch. That's something as the season's gone on and as she's been intentionally walked more. I think she's been swinging at first pitches a lot more, and that's hurt her a little bit.
This one also swung out on the first pitch and also put away. So for the second straight inning, Erie gets the leadoff batter aboard, unable to deliver her in. We'll head to the 6th here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Go to where your friends are. Go to where the action's at. Go find your sense of adventure. Go Airheads, Airsoft Field and Store located in Erie, Colorado. Go Airheads and go Tigers.
Surviving?
Any good pictures?
I don't know, I'm just going.
Okay. They do play at Brighton on Saturday.
Yeah.
At Brighton?
Mm-hmm.
What time?
Noon.
Right in your backyard.
Right in my backyard. I could try to go.
We need to get some other people there.
No one's gonna want to, because it's homecoming day.
Yeah, well, it's noon. They'll be done by 2.
Just saying.
Yeah.
It is yearbook. I can try.
Herd needs to.
I'll try to go.
And welcome back into the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Grayson Blaylock here with you as Erie trails it here to Holy Family 6-3. Erie started out pretty strong, 3 runs in their first couple innings, and it's been a pretty good job by Holy Family defensively to kind of shut down the Erie offensive attack here the last few innings. Barnett still the pitcher. And she's pitching here to Anna Martinez. And this one is chopped foul into the glove of Sackett. Martinez, or excuse me, Holy Family. She's had 3 really big wins. 12-0 at Bertha, 20-5 over Frederick, and 14-1 over Skyline coming into this game. So 6 runs would be their lowest output. You'd have to go back to their loss at Columbine on September the 14th. So almost a month since they have scored less than 10 or less than 7 runs. As there's a quick out and 1 away.
That one lined straight at Levette. Hit hard enough that curved a little bit with the wind, but she didn't have to move much to make that play.
They have taken down the jerseys out in center that were barely clinging to life on the fence, as that one is roped right at left field. Jen Williams, the new left fielder in this game.
She moved to left from right after Barnett came into pitch. Lauren Russell now in right field. And a solid defensive play.
Now 2 down here for Erie. Pitch is just underneath the knees for a ball. Pretty good location from Barnett here to Tyler Whitlock, the junior. Holy Family team, really solid. And you look at this team, only 2 seniors on the varsity roster. So it's going to be a good team next year as well. Just loaded with juniors. Barnett delivers under the knees again.
And their pitcher, Cassidy Shovtall, she is a junior too. Pitching. If you have a good pitcher, you can compete against anyone in softball. And Shovtall, one of the best, if not the best pitcher in 4A.
That one gets away in a walk. So with a couple out, Holy Family will get a runner on. That'll bring Noelle Garden to the plate. One of the 2 Holy Family seniors that we mentioned.
Whitlock on first base. Taller for a softball player.
That one gets through the hole between first and second, and now 2 on. With 2 outs, when you're a pitcher, that is money time. Can you buckle down and get it out? And we'll see if Alyssa can do that here.
Big moment for Erie. This offense capable of scoring a lot of runs, but you don't want to fall in too big of a hole to crawl out of.
This one hit hard past Levette into the outfield, cut off. 1 run will score, though, as the throw comes in from Williams, and it's now 7-3.
Good job by Williams in left field. That one well hit. Cutting it off so it didn't get farther to the fence. If she doesn't make that, at least 1 other run scores, maybe 2.
Now Ava Cusack will come to the plate, the righty. 2 more Holy Family Tigers on. Delivery here by Alyssa. This one is chopped right at Levette. Hit hard, tried to tag the Holy Family runner, shovels it to third. That one goes wayward. And everybody's safe. That was kind of a spin cycle throw by Levette, and Vaughn just couldn't quite squeeze the glove on it. Levette tried to get the tag, and in almost one motion, kind of did almost like a 540 there and got a throw off to third. As that one's in there for a strike with the bases loaded here for Jenna Finney.
And Finning already has 4 of the Holy Family RBIs today. Barnett and Finning know each other pretty well. They play club softball together, so this should be an interesting matchup.
Swing and a miss there. Now 0-2. Big pitch from Barnett. Just needs one more good one to get out of this inning.
And a good breaking pitch from Barnett. Fooled Finning. She swung high. It dipped down low.
Barnett wheels, fires, swing and a miss for strike 3. And they'll leave them loaded as Holy Family. They do notch a run, but it's a 4-run game as we head to the bottom half of the inning here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
You are watching the ETN.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced...
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird, Grayson Blaylock here with you as we roll in to the bottom of the 6th and Erie looking to do something.
They really do need something here at the bottom of the 6th. Their big inning in previous games against Holy Family. That one fouled out of play to the left side from Lauren Russell.
Got it in the air. I mean, you do that. It might ride on out of here. Just got to straighten that out a little. That's also upstairs. We've seen Chauvidal have a lot of pitches high in the strike zone. The Tigers just have not been able to lay off of that. Another pitch upstairs, and again this one is fouled. But that's the 3rd straight pitch that's at the letters or higher, and the Tigers have swung at all 3 of those. Or rather, Williams has swung at all 3 of those.
That one above the eyes, Russell holds off.
Beg your pardon, there's Lauren Russell at the plate. Delivery, I'll say just maybe a titch low. That was a pretty good pitch there. So now 3-2.
I'm looking from a bit of an obscured angle from right behind the umpire. That almost looked like it hit the ground. It didn't, but looks like it.
Foul ball, we'll do it again. Tigers have stranded their leadoff batters that have gotten aboard the last 2 innings. This one is roped down the line and is gonna hit the wall. Into second is Russell and a leadoff double. And I tell you what, that never got more than about 7 feet off the ground. But they might have to do some fence repair out there because that came in there like a rocket.
And it's a good thing that it didn't get more than 7 feet off the ground. If it did, it probably would have been blown foul. Only hit fair by a few feet.
So now Coach Smith making some adjustments into our lineup here, and we're going to see Jaiselyn Hernandez come to the plate for Erie.
And Jaden Chambers will go pinch run at second.
Jane with some good speed. And Grayson, you mentioned a couple years ago was the 6th inning that was the big one. Can the Tigers replicate that? They've got a big hole to dig out of 4 runs.
I believe it was only a year ago with Maddie Leach pitching. She stayed in the whole time. then hit a grand slam to tie it as that one is lifted.
But it's, a good play there in center. We said anything in the air right now feels like it'll be good. The wind is a little bit more persistent, not quite as wild and changing directions. It's a little bit easier out there, but a good play by Martinez to track that one down. And now Madison Vaughn will come to the plate. Vaughn, 10 home runs, 462 hitter. We've already seen one really hard hit ball this inning and one homer in this game by the Tigers. Right now would be a really nice time for home run number 2, as there's a big cut and a miss at another high pitch. Right now, Chuvadol is just feasting on high pitches.
Vaughn, her 10 home runs all came early in the year. She's been in a bit of a home run drought. Actually, probably after we mentioned it on the broadcast against Berthoud that she'd hit a home run in every game up till then, she's only hit one since then. She said, hey, why'd you jinx it?
Announcer's jinx. So we'll say this. She will never hit a home run again. How about that? Fastball, by the way. Jaden Chambers able to move up to third. As Vaughn, who will never hit a home run again, will come to the plate. Delivery upstairs. Good patience that time by Maddie.
Laying off the high pitch from Shavtal.
Even a fly ball should score a run here with the speed at third.
And only one out.
Pitch high, and instead Maddie does her job and gets on base. So a good walk there. And that'll put 2 on now. As Kaylee Armstrong, who's already hit a home run in this game, will come to the plate. Tell you what, that's the second time I've gotten Russell and Armstrong mixed up. Or Williams. Williams, Russell, and Armstrong. They're the three-headed mix-up monster for me. Told Grayson, there's always a couple athletes in every sport that I just cannot stop from mixing up. And I kind of shuffle around Williams, Armstrong, and Russell.
They all have the same braided ponytail.
That's it. There you go.
Or at least similar.
0-2 pitch fouled straight back was Armstrong.
And when you foul a pitch straight back like that, that's how a hitter knows they just missed it. That one a little back, a little up too, but Armstrong swings about an inch higher. She creams it.
And a swing and a miss for strike 3 on that one. So 2 outs now for Barnett as she comes to the plate. Barnett, a 300 hitter, does not have an extra base hit this season.
Barnett also in yearbook.
That one is upstairs. Speaking of yearbook, be sure to buy your yearbook online. Go to the Erie website. Scroll down on the right side. You'll see the Capture Your Memories tab. That's where you can buy your Erie yearbooks. 1-0 the pitch. In there for a strike. That was belt high. I think Barnett kind of in wait till you get a strike mode.
Smart mode to be in. Shavtal's been missing.
Another strike. As Grayson purses his lips and knows that that was his fault.
Uh-huh.
1-2 pitch on the way here from Shavtal. And that one too high. Good job laying off that one was Barnett. Two. Swung on and missed. And the Tigers have left too many runners on the bases. They leave a couple this time. We'll head to the final inning Erie trails it by 4.
Vista Ridge and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Have you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School? Well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction in knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast of the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, 7th inning now for Barnett and the Tigers as they're looking to, well, you got to keep Holy Family at 4. I mean, Holy Family, as we said, they just have been creaming teams. And the last thing you want to do is give them any more space. Really, the task almost feels insurmountable when you leave the last 4 runners on. We had a bunch of leadoff runners at that, and you leave all of them on, can't cash any of them. Well, there's the difference in the game right there.
3 straight leadoff runners stranded. And that one slipped out of Barnett's hand.
1-1 the count. Barnett delivers this one, tagged up the middle and out into center. And so leadoff runner aboard for Holy Family. Shout out to our friend who's now with Holy Family, John Yunt. I know he was watching the stream and very busy over at Holy Family, acting as both the journalism teacher and essentially what's their sports information director. This one's hit to Levette, on to second for 1 to first, in time for the double play. The rare softball double play, so much harder as the base pass not very far away, and the Tigers were sharp with that one.
Levette fielded it cleanly, flips well to Hernandez. Hernandez got the throw over to first, and a big 2 outs for Erie.
Now Barnett with 2 outs and no one on will deliver a first pitch strike to Cat.
Sackett due up in the bottom of the 7th.
This one hit right to Vaughn, and she puts it away. So we'll head to the bottom half of the inning. Last chance here for the Tigers.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 7-3, Erie leads it. Or, excuse me, Erie trails it, trying to come back here. In the bottom of the 7th, as first pitch, swing and a miss. And the way things have been going for Erie in this game, you almost kind of say, well, maybe don't get the leadoff runner aboard. Of course, that's absurd, but it's how it feels right now as Mia Johnston Martinez comes to the plate.
Pinch hitting here.
This one is fouled back.
3 straight swings. First 3 pitches from Johnston Martinez. He hasn't been very patient at the plate today.
Swing and a miss there, and there's out number 1. So that'll bring Emma Osborne to the plate. Now Osborne and Sackett here for Erie. Pitch in at the knees, or just below the knees for a ball. Osborne from the left side, always a threat to kind of send one down the line, and that one fouled out of play. On a wild day, both getting the broadcast started, that was wild. The weather was wild. We had cameras overheat as that one is ripped over, right into the glove of the right fielder. Thought that might sneak over her. That was kind of killed by the wind there, Grayson.
It was the wind blowing, like we've said, from the first base to third base side, right to left. It looked like it was starting to hook into the corner. The wind kind of stopped it, and the right fielder ran under it.
And so the Tigers down to a chip and a chair here with Kat Sackett. And Kat will pop up the first pitch, but out of play. That lands just behind our booth.
Sackett, we've mentioned before, has swung at a lot of first pitches in the second half of this season, partially due to how much she's intentionally walked.
And she will sky this one a mile high, and that is it. Underneath it to make the game-ending play was Carly Eldridge, and Holy Family knocks off Erie 7-3. Well, that is going to do it for us here. Thanks for bearing with us in a little bit of a tumultuous broadcast, but that will do it. A special thanks to our broadcast crew, Elizabeth and Heidi, helping us out with camera work. Grayson Blaylock on color. For both of them, I'm Brandon Bird. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to tune into football on Friday night. It's homecoming against Northridge. And until then, I'll chirp at you later.